Hard work is respected, but structure is rewarded. Most people chase income, but it's only a few people that build structure and systems. Most hardworking people in Africa, they will not become wealthy, not because they are lazy, but because they are not taught on how systems work. My name is Joseph Moravino, a systems thinker, and this is Old Money, New Money Africa, where we break down wealth and how it works in the African context. So hiyo ni pipe ya maji, sije ukaikata. Ukiikata hiyo basi. Well, before we get to understand what are systems, we need to go all the way back so that we can understand what is wealth. Long time ago, wealth existed long before money. Money came in, which was supposed to be used as a tool for the wealth creation. But with time, people assumed money was wealth. And that is where we went wrong. We forgot all the systems that old money people used to utilize to create wealth. These systems are like land, livestock, which was essentially used as a saving platform whereby a family which had a lot of livestock was considered wealthy. And a family system that was stable with defined roles whereby a father was supposed to do some certain duties, a son and a wife, they were supposed to partake some duties that were in the system within the family, whereby you would find a family that had a lot of kids and so many wives used to be considered wealthy. Those were the wealth measures that were being used traditionally. Now, for us to understand how a system works and the difference between income and system, we need to go back to understand wealth creation in the traditional perspective and to understand how money came in as a tool, but it was foreseen as a wealth measure in today's world. Sawa. How did people create wealth in the olden days? People used to create wealth in the olden days by one, farming, keeping livestock, having a network of people that you could do barter trade with, and at the same time have a family system that was aligned with the family responsibilities to do different duties so that people can never lack in that family. When money came in, people started working for an outcome. And they forgot the identity that they were supposed to be working on. Income, it's money coming in today. But wealth, it's money coming in today and it repeats itself from tomorrow and the day after. For instance, you earn 5,000 today. You wake up, you go to your job, you earn 5,000 shillings today. And then there's someone else who's earning 2,000 shillings daily. But this second person owns a rental and he owns land and like a small business. Between the two of you, who's wealthier? Wealth, it's not about speed, it's about stability. Because even in his presence, the second person who earns 2,000 shillings, he is comfortably still earning the 2,000 shillings. Income usually shouts most of the times. You might find someone who's working and earns, let's say, $500,000 each and every month. But once that person gets sick, that money stops. And then there's someone else who's earning $30,000 every month, but that money continues even in his absence. Now that's a system. Now that's wealth. Now that we've got to understand the difference between income and wealth, we know how an income and wealth are different. Income is the way money flows in today, and wealth is the way money flows in today, tomorrow, and the day after. It's simple as that. But the question is very simple. How do we build on systems? And what is a system in the first place? Because we need to understand how to create wealth even in absence of money. Money, remember, I've told you as a hint, which we will discuss in the next episode, on how we can utilize money as a tool. Because the moment you have a system, then for you to continue making money, then you need to improve the system. Now the question is, what is a system? A system is the way things work, or the process of how things work. It's very simple as that. For instance, a farmer knows when to plant, when to dig, when to apply fertilizer, who to use in terms of harvesting, and at the same time, the market that they are going to sell to, plus where they are going to store their produce. Now that's a system. It's as simple as that. This channel is not for motivation. This channel, it's expounding on how wealth is built and how systems work. We will build personal systems, systems for small businesses, systems for chamas and groups, systems that work within the African context. Remember, this is Old Money, New Money Africa, where we discuss how wealth is structured and how systems help to make it possible for each and every person to become wealthy. Until next time, subscribe to our channel, comment down below, and let's engage in our different platforms in Facebook and TikTok, plus here on YouTube.